L1 out west, so the ability, she isn't done with the game. Hasn't been playing at the highest level that she had been capable of for so long, so she's fit, she's ready to go. And this will certainly be interesting to see exactly how fit she is. The first game back is always a tough one, if it's especially when those signings come as a little bit of a surprise, as we see tonight's ball deliverer out for a photo. The Hoiho does such a fantastic job of interacting with the community and that next generation of fan.
And won't be the only fan wearing a beanie tonight. It is fresh at the best of times here at the Edgar Centre. As you well know from your playing days, Casey Frank, set to go. Sky Broadband Rapid League is underway, and the Pauakai will get first possession momentarily, though.
Well, it was a nice break. Looked for Esma McGoldrick up above everyone, but unfortunately a turnover there. Need to be a little bit more judicious with those passes.
Caitlin O'Connell, by the way, with that wrist brace on her left wrist, did come in under an injury cloud. We'll keep an eye on her as the Hoiho missed their first shot of the night.
Adams with a nice look. Little handoff, gave some space. Couldn't find the net, though.
Here's McGoldrick. Expect her to be prominent in this game. Gets the opening points, and the Pauakai are off to the start they anticipated.
McGoldrick's offensive game is looking smoother and smoother as the season's going forward. Look, especially with that jump shot, looking so comfortable with it.
Mitchell inside finds Jen O'Connell. Did well enough to turn back to the basket, and the Hoiho also on the scoreboard. 2 apiece, first quarter.
Pure strength there, just too strong from McGoldrick. They both met the ball at the same time.
Of course, 4x4 minute quarters in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Nat Burton, her first touch, hands it off. Lauren Hippolyte for 3. A little bit too deep. And here come the Hoiho. Ooh, Caitlin O'Connell would like to take that decision back.
Just wanted to kick it ahead to the right. Lost her options and lost the ball.
And McGoldrick has absolutely improved her three-point shooting through this season. It just looks like, Casey, progressively it's got better week after week.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The comfort is what's been impressive to see. The runner go awry there, but on the other end, that McGoldrick triple had the jump shot from mid-range, both from deep, and it just really smooth. The confidence in their offensive game, you can see the levels that it has jumped this season as it has moved along.
It's a massive round for the mainland Pauakai. Starting off here before heading back home, they take on the Phi on Sunday. Offensive foul there. Ball against the Hoiho. Moving screen.
That might have been Sophie Adams as she was trying to get set there. And just a bit too much movement. Once again, a point of emphasis for the officiating teams this year. Got to stay in those cylinders. Can't move once you make that contact.
Good pass inside. Nat Burton gets her first points on New Zealand soil.
Textbook offense there, pick and roll. Good hard cut to the basket after setting the screen by Burton, and she's rewarded for it.
And she's solid in those areas too. She won't miss those. So good start now for the Pauakai with a chance off the glass. Tyler Mitchell.
Well, nice feed by O'Connell there. Jen O'Connell with the high-low, and Tyler Mitchell, she's got a nice scoring touch, aggressive in the low block that time.
She's been one of their best in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Tyler Mitchell, 21-year-old. Margin at 3. She can shoot from outside as well. Here she is. Down low. Adams, one way, then the other. Back out to Tyler Mitchell. Let's test that shot. Wasn't too far away.
Good offense, like the inside-outside nature of it, making the defense shift.
Hippolyte, nice drive. Doesn't get the roll.
Speed in the break. Both teams pushing it ahead, looking for those easy opportunities and trying to keep those defenses under pressure.
Roberts Hare on the drive. That one away to the left. Goes in, battles for it, gets it back. Nice work. Shot clock ticking down here. First shot didn't hit the ring. They've got to do something quickly. It's at 1. Got to get it up. And that may be right on the buzzer. No, just after.
Just still in the hand. Good recognition there, understanding that you have to get that shot up for the Hoiho, but not quite enough. Would have been good with like 24.2, 24.1 maybe even, but just not enough time to get that one off.
A couple of substitutions for the Hoiho. Young Alexa Duff onto the floor. Another rising young talent down here in Dunedin.
Bit of contact there for Esma McGoldrick off the Burton pass.
Here is Duff handing it off to Roberts Hare, coming back on the baseline. In fact, she's just stepped on it. Unfortunate.
Nice change of pace, though. I like the hesitation, freezing the defense to open that up just a little too close to that baseline there and turning over possession. And a chance here for the Poaka to stretch out this possession and possibly take the last shot if they ended towards hit that offensive glass in the right frame of events.
Don't want to look too far ahead, but Tauihi later on tonight, Paige Bradley and Jasmine Dickey. What a matchup that's going to be. And we've got a held ball here. It'll go the way of the Hoiho.
I see Paige Bradley being marked up with Kennedy Leonard there.
Could be, yep.
The two assist queens.
Elise Hurst may go to Jasmine Dickey. That'd be a good matchup as well.
I think Dickey, you're probably going to have to go Samara Gallagher.
Right, okay.
Dickey's a bit too strong, I think, for those guards down low. If you put Hurst or Bradley on either of those, she is going to work in the post.
Yeah, going to be fascinating to see how they do match up. Late chance, Nat Burton. She scores right on the buzzer of quarter time. And it was a quarter that belonged to the visitors. They are 8-1 so far this season in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. And they have got themselves out to an early 5-point lead here.
Natalie Burton, all class, running the lane, just shows such great ability to get up and down the court for the player her size, and good finishes around the rim as well. 4 points for the Hoiho, 2 for Tyler Mitchell, 2 for Jenna O'Connell. Between them, they are 2 for 4 from the field. And then for the mainland Poaka, 5 points for Ezra McGoldrick, first 5 of the quarter, and then a quick 4 for Natalie Burton to finish up. So both teams know exactly where their bread is buttered, and the Poaka able to do it to greater efficiency in that first quarter.
All of the stats with thanks to the official stats partner of the Sky Broadband Rapid League, the TAB. So the Poaka out by 5. There's Jasmine Dickey ready to go for tonight's Tauihi clash. We're talking about matchups, Casey. Who goes to Ashton Prechtel tonight?
Well, that's definitely Natalie Burton. That's why you bring her in. If it's anybody else, it's Natalie Burton and some help is my guess. Possibly 2 helpers, 1 on each side, especially in the rebounds. 15.5 rebounds a game for Prechtel. This Hoiho team, they'll offensively rebound the ball better than anyone in the competition, just about.
Is she your MVP choice right now?
I mean, probably right now, as you see a nice break from the Hoiho. Defensive pressure creating an opportunity there, but the way she's been playing, her dominance at both ends has been supreme. And defensively, I think just as important as her offense.
That may have been Alexa Duff's first basket as well in the competition. So the nerves will be gone, and the margin is back to 3 as Millie Knight comes on for Nisbet. Hippolyte also taking a seat. Good contest early. Second quarter underway. Such a quick game, this Rapid League format. Good defense. Tyler Mitchell wins it back. Here come the Hoiho again. Good start in this second term for the home team.
Finding some defensive intensity, forced back-to-back turnovers. Now can they turn it into another solid opportunity? Foul called there as Duff just pushed towards the sideline. Looked like she might be going out of bounds any second there. Instead, foul is called.
Kevin Lynette, who's onto the floor now for the Poaka. Another youngster. And it just seems like every game in this Sky Broadband Rapid League, Casey, we're seeing the emergence of these younger players coming through the New Zealand system. Tyler Mitchell.
Couple of looks from deep she's had now, and both looked pretty aligned, but unable to find the net just yet. And it's that shooting from deep that's costing the Hoiho right now. They just have not been able to hit one.
Lynette here, dumps it inside. McGoldrick has 3 to beat, draws the foul, and she'll head to the TAB. Ezra McGoldrick.
Just appreciate her aggressiveness offensively, catching the ball in positions that she can succeed out of. That time on the low block and showing off that full skill set. You know, the mid-range jumper, the deep ball, now the catch in the post. She is proving herself very difficult to contain offensively here in the Rapid League tonight.
Still hearing some international opportunities aren't too far away for Ezra McGoldrick. Keep an eye on that one. Misses the first at the TAB. can she do with this second one? Pauakai, that's their first score of this second quarter. Speaking of some of the young talent, Casey, who have you been impressed with so far through the Sky Broadband Rapid League? There's been plenty of them.
Well, I mean, there's been a few that have played quite well, but the one that's captured my imagination, my attention, I think most is Palace Aotearoa. 15 years old, the way she's been able to imprint herself on games has been really impressive, showing, an ability to finish through contact, which you don't really see in players her age. As McGoldrick scores again, the Pauakai dissecting that defense with the entry pass to the high post before hitting the low block on Ezra McGoldrick.
And getting after it again. So some good passages of play here for the team in red. Lene up. Did well defensively, missed the opportunity to add to that 6-point margin. And having a chat about the Phi, Casey, I know she's a little bit older, but gee, I like what Jade Kirasome has done as well. She's really burst onto the scene.
Yeah, it's been impressive. I mean, maybe not quite as young a player, but she has shown an affinity to be one of those versatile players that I think teams here in New Zealand need a bit more of. Players that can defend, get on the glass, and also hit that deep ball. The ability for those players without quite a bit of experience who haven't been as known on these shores has been really impressive.
Haley Flavel the last couple of weeks as well for the Kahu, starting to make an impression. Speaking of impressions, the Pauakai have certainly dominated the opening season of the Sky Broadband Rapid League, looking for their 9th win from 10 games. They're out by 6 here, heading down towards halftime. Hoiho need a score if they can get one here through Duff. Puts up the 3. O'Connell reaching over the back of Nisbet. Did well, second time. This time, Subasa Nisbet hauls it in.
Gives her the shoulder shimmy. Just shrug it off, Basa. Just talking through saying, come on now, can I get the whistle? She finally does. And of course, this Pauakai team, they've got a young player as well who's making a little bit of name herself by the name of Whitaker.
Yeah, absolutely. Lauren Whitaker starting tonight. Great to see. And she definitely has taken her opportunities this season. Speaking of opportunities, Ezra McGoldrick class above here tonight.
Filling it up, just finding that space and the confidence in the jump shot. I can't wait to see if it flows over into Tauihi as Tyler Mitchell goes for the back door, but the pass by Caitlin O'Connell goes for the step out, turnover ensues.
We saw that ladder heading into this game. Hippolyte called for the travel. Every point right now, just so important. Kahu and the Queens, 22 points each on the Tauihi ladder. Hoiho, 19. And then it's the Phi on 15 after their victory last night over the Queens. And the Pauakai on 14. Sky City player timeout called here with a minute to play in this first half. And of course, out of this players only timeout on the floor, the Hoiho will advance the ball.
Thanks to Sky City sponsoring this bad boy. But what is interesting is the use of the timeout here. I don't mind it. It's if they move it into the front court, that brings the shot clock down to 14 seconds. You can make this realistically a 2-for-1 now, limiting that possession. You don't have to stretch this out. Of course, it could have been that with the possession as well. Personally, I still want to keep it in my pocket for that last second shot. If you get a rebound with 6 seconds left, call it right away. But not a bad idea to discuss the strategy and try and get 2 quick ones.
Let's see if they get something out of it. Adams leaves the shot short. Duff did well to keep it alive. They move the ball now under pressure. Adams now launches from deep. And again, short on the shot. The Pauakai will get it back. Speaking of timing of Sky City player timeouts, which now using their one for the first half, the Pauakai, so they will advance the ball. There was